The Meg was directed by John Turteltaub and stars Jason Statham as a marine diving expert who must face off against a megalodon, a prehistoric shark 70 feet in length that attacks an underwater research facility. So Jason Statham and his team of awesome people have to band together to hopefully kill this thing before it reaches the shores. So Hollywood has been obsessed with sharks ever since Jaws in 1975. But Hollywood has taken a far more serious approach to shark movies as of late, with movies like 47 Meters Down or The Shallows. These were very serious films that were meant to be dramatic and very frightening and scary. At the same time, straight to TV, straight to DVD or Blu-ray or video on demand shark films like Snow Sharks, Sand Sharks, Mega Sharks, Octopus Sharks, and of course the Sharknado films, have embraced a more light-hearted, silly, and self-aware approach. And with The Meg, Hollywood has embraced this notion as well and thrown $150 million and Jason Statham at an incredibly silly shark film that I had a great time watching. This is by no means some incredible film that's going to be remembered for years as some achievement, but no one really expected it to be. This film is pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. A shark film that knows what it is, that isn't trying to be some serious masterpiece. It's not trying to compete with Jaws. It has tons of Jaws references. The film has just enough characterization to make you care, particularly with Statham's character. He's tried to get people to believe that this thing exists for years at the cost of his own career. And so the thing resurfacing and him being like, "Hey, I was telling you about that fucking shark! You fucks!" I'm a fan of Jason Statham. I like him in tons of movies. I always find him a very likable presence, and he's no stranger to water.
England's Jason Statham. His forward 3.5 somersault with tuck.
So this role was definitely right up his alley. And so there's some fun to be had with the characters. There's some confrontations that I actually enjoyed. There's an adorable little girl in this film that has some really fun interplay with Statham. And even though the film does try to have a romance and kind of get you invested in other things, I'm just waiting for the shark. You could go and see The Meg and leave saying like, wow, that was so bad for so many reasons. And you could really get invested in hating this movie about a giant shark with Jason Statham. Or you can just accept what they're going for and enjoy the ride. But I do have one major complaint. I feel like this film really would have benefited from a rated R rating. Eli Roth was originally going to direct the film and he wanted a rated R rating, and the studio wanted PG-13, and while there's tons of like shark blood and other animal deaths and stuff, and some human blood, this film could have been a lot more entertaining and even more tongue-in-cheek if there was more gore involved, which would have been a far more entertaining film. But that's really my only real complaint here, beyond the obvious. It's a 1990s movie, without a doubt. This film belongs in 1997. If it came out in 97, it would have starred Nicolas Cage in his prime Con Air mode, and it would have been a blast, and people would talk about how much they like it nowadays. If you really want to get serious about the 70-foot shark movie, the characterization could be so much better. Some of the performances are weak. A lot of the characters are just your stereotypical versions of other characters we've seen. The rich guy who owns the place, who jokes every once in a while, and they make him be like this really larger-than-life character. You have the side characters that are there just to tell jokes. The little girl who's meant to be adorable. The woman who's there clearly just to be a romantic interest, but she can do some stuff too. And then you have your expendable people who are obviously just meant to be eaten. I mean, you understand how it works. It's just that this film is more entertaining than others because it also understands how silly it is and embraces that. And in so doing, I had a really good time watching The Meg. I'm going to give it a B. If you enjoy watching silly shark films on VOD or on the Sci-Fi Channel, but you were hoping that Hollywood would make one with really good visual effects and a high budget, and Jason Statham, well, you'll probably enjoy The Meg, but certainly do not go into the film expecting some masterpiece because you're going to be disappointed. But I really don't think anyone's going to. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Please look forward to more reviews very soon. And if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.